This is Night Driver for the Atari 2600, with more graphic detail than its counterpart from the arcades in 1976. This game has an amazing attention to detail. It actually seems like you're driving at night. On the original arcade, they just had white lines and a little painted on car, but in this version, you actually have a graphical car, and the cars that come at you are also sprites, and the crashes are very realistic. That's Night Driver for your Atari 2600. Hi, welcome to the WH Game Hideout, and to our Atari 2600 special. That's right, Atari is coming out with a new 9900. The Atari 9900 will have graphics just below the Nintendo Wii, and it will play every single one of your Atari 2600 cartridges. So I figured we should look back at all the games you're going to be able to play when that comes out. No, I'm just kidding. April Fools! This is actually our special on the Dolphin Nintendo Wii Emulator. I'll show you that right after this. Right after this. Do you suffer from stuff?
For people like you and me, there's doctor-prescribed WUGA. Consult your physician before taking WUGA. Side effects may include painful flashbacks to Star Wars Episode 1.
Rob men of their minds and their will. This is incredible.
Demon possession. And in some rare cases.
Over here, comrade.
So get WUGA today and feel better tomorrow.
Alright, the Dolphin Wii Emulator. What is it? It's an emulator for your PC or Mac that will allow you to play Wii games or GameCube games. Let's take a look at what it takes to make your PC or Mac play Wii games. Before we begin, please use the original discs. I do not want to promote piracy. First of all, you'll need an original disc, and you'll need a special DVD drive. You can look on the Dolphin website to find out which DVD drives are compatible. Then you'll need a program to dump the disc. I'm using a freeware program called Raw Dump. You can get this online. First you put your disc in the drive, the special DVD drive, and then you start Raw Dump, and you click Start Dump. In most cases, this is all you'll need. You wait about 3 hours for a Wii game. I'm not kidding, it takes 3 hours. And when you're done, you will have an ISO file, and it'll be approximately 4.3 gigs, and it'll be in the same folder you have Raw Dump in. Alright, so you just find the Dolphin icon on your desktop, and you double click it. It'll load whatever games you happen to have, and you get into the configuration. Now, here we go. Hopefully you have dual core or better, and you would check the dual core right here. You would leave this alone. It's enable idle skipping. That's if the computer's not doing anything, then it'll skip the instructions to try to speed things up for you. You pretty much leave everything alone except for this. I found this a little later when I was trying to figure out how to make it faster. Lock threads to cores. I have no idea what that means, but it works. It actually makes it a lot faster. And that's just about the interface. The audio, I have basically the defaults. Okay, GameCube, I left that alone unless you want to set up a memory card, which I did here. The Wii, I unchecked the PAL or Euro mode because I'm here in America and I don't need PAL mode, but if you're somewhere else in the world, you may need that. I've got it on 16:9 because I've got a widescreen monitor. Okay, you can connect a USB keyboard if you'd like, or you can insert a SD card. I'm not sure if these are emulations. I'm just leaving that alone. The paths will show where the games are so that it can load it up when it starts up. Okay, graphics. As you can see, I have a puny 4350 in here. I've got it set to the lower HD, so it's 1280, 720. I've got aspect ratio for auto. That just means that if a game is widescreen, then it'll be widescreen. If it's not, or it's wider than my screen, it'll put black bars over it, or whatever. It needs to reshape the screen. VSync I leave alone. You can use it if you'd like. You can use full screen if you'd like. I've just got it in window mode so I can capture it for you. You could show the frames per second if you want. You can hide the mouse cursor if you think that's annoying. Enhancements, I left that alone. You can actually use 3D vision on here. So if you have NVIDIA, you can actually play these in 3D. So that's really cool. And I think I left everything alone on that one. Now on hacks, I did what they suggested and I disabled lighting, fog. I think that's it. And then of course make sure accuracy for the texture is fast. Sometimes when you load up, or I've loaded up the Dolphin before and it's somewhere in the middle, but I put it on fast. Everything else just leave the way it is. And here in advanced, I don't do anything in advanced. Okay. And then you get to your Wii remote. Now, if you have a real Wii remote, you'll have to follow the instructions of the website to be able to figure out how to do it. I don't have one, so I'll show you how to do it with a gamepad. Alright, so you just take your gamepad and you click the mouse button on A and you press A and it'll set it up for you. B, you press B. Now I've got 4 buttons here, so I put 1 and 2 on there. The plus and minus buttons I usually put on the left trigger buttons, right over there. And that's about it for that. Now the infrared, that would be when you're taking the Wii remote and pointing it at the screen. I use just the defaults, which is your computer mouse. So you move that with the computer mouse. Swing, I don't use, unless you've got a game that you need swing with. Tilt, I just do the D-pad for tilt. And shake, I usually map to this right thumb joystick. So I'll do X, Y, and Z over this way. So when I want to shake, I just move it around like that. D-pad, I set the D-pads for the D-pad. And then you have to go into the extension and make sure it's on nunchuck. Well, you can do other emulations, but the games that I've played have always said you need a nunchuck for this, so you have to have that in most cases. The C and Z button, I think I mapped to the right triggers. The stick would be the left stick. So you just configure up, down, left, and right with that. Swing, I left alone the swing. Tilt, I would do the D-pad for forward, backwards, left, and right for the tilt. And for shake, as I said, I map it to X, Y, and Z. So when you're playing new Super Mario Brothers, all you have to do is shake like that. Just move this thing around like that and it shakes for you. And also on the new Super Mario Brothers, they mapped, they always say to shake and press one button. One button would be here, but that's totally wrong. You'd have to press the B button to pick things up. Every once in a while I forget and I get back in there and try to play it and it doesn't work and I'm going, oh no, my controller's not working again. But it's actually, you have to shake and press the B button and hold the B button. So it's as though you picked up something as normal in a Mario game. So it's really not that hard to remember. And you can do another not D-pad. You can do another Wii remote. I've got one for my PS3 that I plug in so I can play 2-player on this. And then I can configure that one. You can do up to 4. So there you go. That's the configuration. All you have to do to get going is select the game. It loads up. and you get ready to play. Of course, there's no sound on this. I forgot to record the sound. Darn it. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was inspirational, muppetational? I don't know. Anyway, join me for episode 6. So I'll see you next time in the WH Game Hideout. Why did I even waste my time on that? Of WH Game Where else?